Okay, Laura, so I know that you have experience working with young people and helping their parents with various issues. And I know that one of the things that is very big in the media today is bullying and how to help kids with that. So I know that you wanted to say a few things about bullying or specific things that parents could do to help their children.
As we know nowadays, it's really affecting the child's life, either at school, at home. What makes it worse now is just not when children bully each other, in front of each other. It is that it gets done a lot in the media too.
Sure.
And internet, phones, computers. It is very important for the parents to pay attention to a child's behavior when he comes back from school, or the way how he's acting to other siblings, to friends, and how they talk to their parents also. Once we read those cues that a kid is going through something, it's very important that parents take the bullying seriously, and to make sure that the kids understand that you as a parent, you're not going to tolerate that behavior.
In other words, do you mean that some parents either don't take it seriously, or that some kids worry that the parents won't take it seriously?
Some parents, they feel that when a child bullies somebody else, they kind of feel proud of it. That, my son is tough, or my daughter is tough and is strong. And then you have some parents that sometimes are not able to read those cues because they're not paying much attention to their child's behavior.
Sure.
So, but once the parents realize that, it's very important for them to take it seriously and to establish rules about bullying and stick to them. Once the parents realize that the bullying is getting done through computers, phones, then it is very important for them to pull those equipments away from them.
And it also sounds like you're saying that the parent's job is to be thoughtful, be considerate. Whether their child is being bullied or is doing the bullying, it's important to be empathic to the child, right? Because we want to send the message that even though we don't agree with the behavior, we want to understand it and help them to change, as opposed to just punishing them.
Yes, exactly. It's just not the point to punish them, but it's either to teach their child how to treat others with respect and kindness. We need to teach our children that it is wrong to make fun of somebody because of their differences. Either they are religious differences, appearances, their special needs.
Sure.
So it is very important we teach our kids with empathy and being more understanding of what somebody else is going through.
And do you think kids are more prone to making fun of somebody because they don't understand, because they don't have a very well developed understanding of other people, so they see somebody who looks different or acts differently, and they make fun of them? Is that part of the reason?
That's the part of one of the reasons, and another reason is because parents do not get involved much on explaining and making the children understand that. And one of the ways that can happen is the parents try to involve their children to the community so they can get to know and meet and interact with people from different backgrounds, different religions. Once we find out that our kids are doing something good, it is very important as a parents that we reinforce that.
Sure.
And we constantly keep praising them for those good behaviors. And that's what will really make them understand that they're doing something good, and then this is very important for them to continue that because they're getting the support and the approval from the parents. And I think it will help the child to better understand that it's not right to do the things you do. We still support you then, but it is, you will get the support too when you're doing something good. Because a lot of times parents, when we see the child doing good things, we kind of don't mention that. We're constantly looking on if they're doing something bad, so we kind of concentrate mostly on the negative part because we think that those are the things we need to fix. Which is right, but it's very important to encourage the child for the good behavior too.
I see. That's
because that's what will help them to evolve as people.
Sure. So I know that was another thing you wanted to talk about, is how to address issues of human sexuality with kids of various ages. What can parents, what kind of tips can we give parents to talk about some of these challenging issues?
Talking about the sex issues is not an easy topic, and sometimes it can be challenging, not just talking to the children, but even to the adults with each other. So, and it is very uncomfortable situation, especially when you have to talk to your children about it. But what's important is it's to help them explore those questions together. Either it's through books or it's through computer. It will build the confidence for them to be able to come to us because they look at us as a support.
Sure.
Because yes, the kids are going to find out. If we are not able to provide those informations for them, then they're going to look to find those questions from their friends or the computer themselves, but they might be looking through the wrong website.
Sure.
So they will get the wrong information.
So it sounds like you're saying it's not as even important as to have the right answers as to encourage the conversation, the exploration, so that the child knows these are not things that are off limits to talk about. They're not so taboo that they can't come to us with questions, something like that?
Yes,
to basically encourage like a healthy learning.
Conversation.
Yes, because if they're starting to learn that from an early age, they're more open-minded and more able to learn about these subjects as opposed to just acting on them, something like that?
Yes, exactly right. And it is very important for the parents too to listen and to be open to what the child has to say. It doesn't mean that right away if it's something that we don't like, we're going to jump and respond to it.
Sure.
Because once we do that, then we're kind of like making the child pull back and say, you know what, there is a topic or there is something that I cannot talk to my parent about, so I'd rather going to go ask somebody else, or it will never happen again. So it's very important to listen to them and try to find the way to incorporate your opinion with their ideas.
So they can have some kind of ownership over the information. Sure.
Yes.
And I think a lot of parents often, that maybe they're afraid, if I talk to my kids about this, am I encouraging the behavior? Or parents maybe want to be in control and sort of say, I don't want you doing these things, as opposed to helping the child eventually, gradually, be more and more independent, autonomous, learn how to be prepared for adulthood as opposed to just avoiding the risky topics. Something like that?
Yes, exactly.